That's a housewife. And for the most part, the women that are out here touting this kept woman stuff are really, it's false marketing, because they are generating incomes for their families too, for themselves and their families too. Their husbands are not giving them a salary. They may not have to use their salary to contribute to bills, but they have to work. They still have to work to maintain a level of lifestyle that even with the husband paying everything, he still can't meet. So that is really the reality that most of you at best will experience. Not this kept woman thing where you ain't got to lift a finger. That's an illusion. And most of the women who are promoting this lifestyle, like he takes care of everything, are deluding you. They are not really living that way. They're not really living that way. So what I need for UGC to do is to grow up. I need for you women to start growing up. Get your big girl panties on and realize that when you're listening to women talk about their relationships. Now, this is the dark goddess in me right now. This is me being the dark goddess here. I would say for the most part, assume that they are lying to you about what they're experiencing, about the love they're supposedly getting, about the standard of living that they claim they don't have to put anything into. Assume that they are lying about that. Most women, and I'm just telling the truth here, most women are lying about their relationship status and how well they're doing in it. A lot of women lie because it's the social approval thing that we never seem to get over. It's like women are constantly, we're forever 16 or 15 years old, wanting friends, wanting to be accepted by friends. And we're willing to lie about what we feel. We're willing as women to lie about what we think. We're willing to lie about what we're experiencing, because the worst thing for a woman to feel is shame. We don't want to feel ashamed. So we're going to pretend we're doing better than we're actually doing in order to remove or eliminate the possibility that we could be looked down upon. And this is why a lot of women who are victims of abuse don't speak up. It's the shame. You figure, okay, I'm getting my jaw reassigned. Help me. Why wouldn't you want somebody to know so they can step in to help you? The abuse is not as bad as the shame of letting people know that you're abused. And this is why a lot of women don't admit it. They don't say anything. So when you're trying to take, and I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. Hold on, let me see here. We've been lied to about the reality of womanhood from the start. If you are a housewife or have fancies on being a kept woman, you are saying that you want to give your autonomy and your ability to make decisions for yourself, or the ability to even say no to something. You want to give all that up for being cared for. So it's sort of like, I don't mind being in jail if I'm going to get 3 meals a day, still have internet access, have cute clothes or whatever. I don't necessarily mind being in jail. So you give up your autonomy for the escape from the responsibility of paying bills, let's say. And that's a heavy price to pay. That's an extremely heavy price to pay, UGC. It's not, listen, you're not gonna, nothing is free. Let me just put it like that. Nothing is free. Being a wife is probably one of the biggest sacrifices you will make in your life. And the decentering men, and I'm going to write an article on this too. I was about to post it to my site. It'll probably be up tonight or maybe in the morning. But the decentering thing is a joke for the most part because we are vanity driven. And as long as you want the male gaze, you can be manipulated. And that's just it. We're all vulnerable to it. We are all vulnerable to it. And the only way to lessen that vulnerability is to go, you know what? Let me practice some self-discipline. Let me decide that I'm not going to go for the instant gratification that most women are wired to go for. This is why most women get caught up in getting pumped and dumped. Because you want that instant approval, that instant gratification. You don't want to wait on that. You don't want to wait to see if the guy really, really cares about you or really wants to be with you, wants to marry you. You don't want to wait on any of that. So you put the cart before the horse and you get scammed. So the only way that decentering will even work is when you go, I am no longer going to measure my total existence, the value of my total existence on this outer shell and what people think of this outer shell. Power to say no if somebody's feeding you. So that's a high price to pay. The soft life thing is really when you have total control of your own life. That's when you can really have a soft life. There's nothing soft about being dependent on somebody else to sustain you because you're at the whim of their compulsions. You're at the whim of their up and down emotions, their love and hate for you. You're at their whim. And these are things that women are not honest about because their total concern is making you jealous. I need for you to know that I'm doing better than you. That's what I need for you to know. And whatever I got to lie about, you see them online, pictures taking trips and something like that with their boyfriends or their husbands that they might have paid for. They don't tell you they paid for the trip. They don't tell you they had to save up a year to pay for the trip. They're not telling you that. They're not telling you they had to argue with him just to take time off to go on a trip. They won't tell you that. They won't tell you they paid for their engagement ring. They won't tell you that. They won't tell you they had to give their man an ultimatum to even marry them. They won't tell you that. What they position themselves to make you think is that they're sought after and everything they've gotten is because they have all of this value. And poor you just don't have the kind of luck or the kind of looks that could command that kind of ease of life that these other women are selling you. And I'm here to say, as a professional coach, as a woman who has serviced women professionally for most of my adult life, that a lot of what you are seeing is not real. It's not real.